Hi, my name is Taylor, and I am going to guide you through a 60-minute Vinyasa flow today. This is a full moon peak phase flow. You don't necessarily have to do this during a full moon. If this is a more high energy peak phase that you're in right now, this is the perfect flow for you. We're going to be working into the hips, into the legs, and a little bit with balance. I am going to be using blocks, so if you have blocks, go ahead and grab those. If you don't have blocks, you could use thick books, anything that's block shaped and is sturdy and can hold weight. I always have a Spotify playlist that you can listen to while you practice. It's curated just for this flow itself, so if you would like to listen to that, you can find that in the description below. So go ahead, grab your things, and meet me on the mat. If you'd like to listen to the playlist while you practice, you can go ahead and start that now. We're going to start with some breath work, and we're going to come to the back body. We're going to find a reclined bound angle shape. You're going to come all the way down. You might want to use your blocks. Bring those to either side of the mat. So you're going to come all the way down on the back, and you're going to bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to splay out to the sides. Now, if this is too intense in the hips, you're going to take those blocks and you're going to put them underneath the knees just to give a little bit more support. You should still be able to feel this stretch in the hips, but it's not quite as intense. So pick whichever variation you would like. Hands can come down by the sides. Maybe you find cactus arms. Maybe you find hands on the belly. Maybe you find one on the belly, one on the heart. Whatever you're feeling today, that's what you take. And we're going to begin by shutting down the eyes or softening the gaze. And we're going to just begin by noticing the natural breath. We're not changing anything. We're just noticing where we are as we come to this space, come to our mats, come to this present moment. If you have any lingering thoughts or thought patterns that keep looping in your mind, we're not going to fight them. We're not going to run from them. We're going to acknowledge them. We're going to note them, and we're going to let them go. Sometimes we get too frustrated when we come into a place of stillness, and maybe we actually avoid coming into a place of stillness because we're avoiding those thoughts that are going to come up. But for the next 60 minutes, we're going to do our best to acknowledge those thoughts, not get too attached to them or get too caught up in the middle of them. We're going to try to step out of all of those thoughts, just the thick of it all. And we're going to acknowledge the thoughts, figure out how they come, where they come, when they come, when they come up, and just acknowledge them and let them go. Let them pass on by. We're going to begin to deepen the breaths in and out through the nose. Inhale, draw the breath all the way down to the low belly. Feel the belly rise, the chest rise and expand all the way up. And as you exhale, release the air. Feel the chest fall, the belly fall. Inhale fully all the way up. And exhale all the way, emptying out completely. Just follow that wave of breath at your own pace. If you have a prayer or intention you'd like to bring into this practice, you can go ahead and set that now. Say that quietly to yourself. If you'd like to take an intention but not sure quite what you'd like to take, I'd like to offer, there is beauty in paying attention. There is beauty in paying attention. If you choose not to take a prayer or an intention for this practice, that is completely fine. You can simply be here with the breath and the body in this present moment. And with your prayer, your intention, or just with this present moment, we're going to take 3 deep breaths. We're going to make these the deepest breaths we've taken all day. We're going to inhale through the nose. Fill all the way up. Open the mouth and let it go. Again, in through the nose. Pause at the top of that breath. Open the mouth and let it go. Again, in through the nose. Pause at the top of that breath. Take one more sip of air. Open the mouth and let it go. Take a moment to come back to your natural breath. We're going to stay on the back body, so if you'd like to keep the eyes closed, you can. If you'd like to open them, you can slowly blink them open now. We're going to slowly bring the knees back together. Bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Heel toe the feet mats with distance and let the knees knock in. Take another moment, come back to your prayer, your intention, or this present moment. We're going to take the feet to hip width distance. We're going to take the knees into the chest, give them a nice little hug. Maybe take a couple circles with the knees. Oop. Maybe go the opposite direction. We're going to pause at center, give them one big hug. We're going to take the feet up to the sky, straighten the legs. Point and flex the toes. Give those calves a little stretch. We're going to come through center. We're going to take the left sole of the foot back to the earth. We're going to find a bind behind the right leg. You can go ahead and bend that knee. Bring that right leg all the way into the chest as close as you can. Now, while this leg is as close as we can pull it, we're going to straighten the leg on an inhale. As much as you can. It doesn't have to be completely straight. Exhale to bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale to bend. We're going to find 7 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come back down. We're going to take that right ankle to the left knee. Push that right knee away from the body. Option to stay here. Option to take a bind behind that left knee, deepening that stretch into that right hip. Right elbow is pushing into that right knee, opening up that right hip. You feel that tightness or stickiness in that right hip. We're going to imagine that we're sending our breath to the hip. So inhale, imagine you're sending that breath into that hip, creating space. And exhale, we're going to try to release just a bit into that hip. We're going to take the right elbow, right forearm, and we're going to push into that right inner thigh. Engage that inner thigh. So imagine you're taking that right inner thigh muscle and you're pushing the forearm towards your body, but your forearm is resisting. Breathe in here. We're going to release, bring that left sole of the foot back to the earth. Take the arms out to a T. And we're going to let the legs fall over to the left. Right sole of the foot comes to meet the earth. So this is something I really liked working into my practices lately. It's called reciprocal inhibition. So we're working with reciprocal muscles. So we engage that inner right thigh, and then we immediately went into the outer hip, which is engaging that inner right thigh is going to allow us to stretch that outer hip just a little bit deeper than if we didn't engage that inner right thigh. We're going to bring the legs back through center. We're going to take the right hand and we're going to open that right leg up for a half happy baby. If that left hip came up, go ahead and push it back down. If you can't grab the outside of your foot, you can always use peace fingers to grab the big toes, or you can grab behind the knee. Whatever you need today, that's what you take. We're going to release that right foot to the earth. We're going to take the knees into the chest. Give them a nice little hug here. Maybe notice the difference between the left and right side. Give them one big squeeze and send the feet up to the sky. Point and flex the toes. Then we're going to take a couple ankle rolls. So making circles inward. Here any cracks and pops. We're going to go the opposite direction, so outward circles. We're going to pause at center. We're going to drop the right sole of the foot to the earth. Take a bind behind that left leg. Pull that left leg in. You can go ahead and bring a bend. Bring it in as close as you can to the chest. And with it close in, we're going to kick, straighten the leg as much as you can. On an inhale, exhale to bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. We're going to find 8 more. 8. 6. Oh, that's not right. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. and 1. We're going to take that left ankle to the right knee. Push that left knee away from the body. Option to stay here. Option to deepen by taking a bind behind the right knee. Pushing that left elbow into that left knee. Again, focusing your breath in that left hip. Opening up here. We're going to take that left elbow, left forearm, and we're going to push it into that left inner thigh. Engage that inner thigh, pushing against the forearm or the elbow. We're going to release our bind. Bring that right sole of the foot to meet the earth. Arms out to a T, and we're going to let the legs fall over to the right. Left sole of the foot comes to meet the earth. Option for the gaze to go over the left shoulder. We're going to bring the gaze back to the sky. We're going to bring the legs back through center. Take that left hand. We're going to grab the left foot or the big toe or the knee and open up for half happy baby. If that right hip came up, go ahead and take that right hand, push it back down. We're going to release that left foot to the earth. Bring the knees back into the chest. Give them another hug. Notice any differences between the left and right, or maybe from the last time we had knees to the chest. We're going to make our way to a seated position. I'm going to rock and roll all the way up, but if you would just like to come over to the side and make your way to a seated position, that's completely fine too. Now, we're going to find a couple of boat poses here. We're going to use a block. So before I show you the block, here's some options for your boat. Your boat can be here or it could be here. Whatever you need, that's what you take. So we're going to take our block in between the thighs, and when we come up in our boat, we're going to squeeze that block. Okay, so ready? Let's go up. Squeeze your block for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come down. Take your block in your hands. We're going to cross the legs, left foot in front of right foot. And we're going to come down onto our block over our crossed legs. Now, if you need your block a little bit higher, you can do that. If you need more than one block, that's completely fine. We're going to make our way back up. We're going to do this again. So place your block in between the thighs. And we're going to make our way up. Squeeze that block for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come back down. Right leg in front of left leg and come on down. We're going to make our way back up. We're going to find another boat. You can choose to use the block if you would like to. I'm going to set mine to the side. And we're going to add in some rows to our boat. So we're going to intertwine the fingers and we're going to point the index fingers. We're going to come up into our boat. We're going to point up and we're going to row and row. Row and row. Let's find 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point, hold, take your feet, cross them, stick them underneath the sit bones, and roll forward into a tabletop. Okay, here in our tabletop, we're going to find our cat-cow child's pose flow. So we're going to inhale, drop the navel, gaze goes to the sky. Exhale, round through the back, push the ground away, and sink the sit bones back towards the heels. Inhale to roll forward. Exhale. Round for cat and sink it back for child's. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat and sink it back. Find a couple more rounds to your own breath. Next time you find child's pose, go ahead and widen the knees and sink into your child's pose, reaching for the top of your space. Maybe you find prayer behind the head, opening up the chest. We're going to bring the hands back to the mat if you had them in prayer. We'll make our way up to tabletop. We're going to take the right foot straight back on the ball of that foot. We're going to rock and roll on that ball of that foot. We're going to pause at center. We're going to lift that right leg. We're going to extend the left arm out in front. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. We're going to find 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen. Bring that left hand back to the mat. Take that right foot over to the left off the mat. We're going to turn over the left shoulder. Look back at that right foot. We're going to drop the right knee with the legs are crossed, and we're going to sink back for a cow face. We're going to come back up, untwist the legs, maybe take a cat-cow here to reset the spine. We're going to inhale the right arm to the sky, exhale, thread it underneath the left. Bring that right side of the face to the mat. Let the left hand travel to the top of the mat. And breathe here. We're going to take our left hand back underneath the shoulder. We're going to push into that left hand. Bring the right hand back to the mat. We're going to take the left foot straight back on the ball of that foot. Rock and roll on the ball of that foot. We're going to pause at center. We're going to lift that left leg. We're going to extend the right arm out in front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. We're going to find 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen. Right hand comes back to the mat. Left foot goes over to the right. We're going to turn over that right shoulder. Look back at that left foot. We're going to drop that left knee while they're twisted, and we're going to sit back for our cow face. We're going to come back through center, unwind the legs, maybe take a couple cat-cows to reset the spine. We're going to inhale the left arm up, exhale, thread it underneath the right. Take that right hand all the way up to the top of the mat. We're going to take that right hand underneath the right shoulder, push into that right hand, bring the left hand back to the mat. We're going to tuck the toes, and we're going to walk the hands back towards the body for screaming toes. If this is too intense, you can always walk your hands back towards the floor. But we're going to try and sit in this uncomfortable place and just do our best to breathe through that uncomfortableness. At any point you can come out, but trying to do our best to sit with this sensation. When you're ready, we're going to walk the hands back to the mat. We're going to untuck the toes. We're going to tap, tap, tap the tops of the feet against the mat. We're going to find a puppy pose, so we're going to leave the sit bones high in the air. We're going to take the hands towards the top of the mat, lower the chest down, lower the head. Option for the forehead to come to the earth. For a more intense sensation, bring the chin to the earth. We're going to inhale to come back up to tabletop. We're going to tuck the toes, and we're going to lift the sit bones up and back for our first down dog of the practice. Go ahead, pedal it out. Maybe you need to move side to side. Maybe you need to shake the head out. Shake yes and no. We're going to inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, we're going to bring that knee towards the top of our space for cheetah. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, cheetah. Inhale, back up. Exhale, we're going to step it all the way through. We're going to drop that left knee and inhale up for low lunge, not high lunge, low lunge. We're going to use our blocks here. We're going to find my favorite little flow. We're going to flow through low lunge and half splits. So I'm going to move my foot up just a bit to make room for that half splits. So we're going to inhale, low lunge, exhale, half splits. I'm just moving with your own breath. The next time you come in half splits, go ahead and stay here for a moment. Maybe you play with pointing the toes to the left and to the right, just feeling in how that feels in the body. Or maybe you find stillness. We're going to come back into low lunge, just bringing the bend back into that right knee. We're going to set our blocks to the side. We're going to tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, ground the left hand, inhale the right to the sky. We're going to take that right hand back to the mat. We're going to walk the hands to the left for wide-legged forward fold. We're going to walk the hands to the back of the mat for Skandasana. So that back or that front right foot and leg, that the foot is pointing towards the sky, the leg is straight. Bring the right foot back to ground. We're going to turn to face the back of the mat. We're going to heel toe this left foot all the way to the left edge of the mat. Drop the right knee. And we're going to work into our lizard. So you can come down onto the forearms. Maybe you open up onto that. This is left outside of that foot. Breathe into that hip. I used to hate lizard. Hated it. It was my one of the worst poses. And now I want to work it into everything. We're going to come back onto the hands. We're going to tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, walk the hands all the way back to the top of the mat. We're going to take that right foot back for down dog. We're going to inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale for cheetah. Inhale, back up. Exhale, cheetah. Inhale, back up. Exhale, step it all the way through. Drop that right knee and come up for a low lunge. Of course, I didn't grab a hair bow before I started this. We're going to, again, move through our low lunge half splits. I'm going to move that foot up just a little bit more to make room for that half splits. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Next time you come into the half splits, go ahead and hang out here for a moment. Again, maybe you play, pointing the toes to the right and to the left. Or maybe you find stillness. We're going to come back into that low lunge, set our blocks to the side, ground the hands, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee, ground the right hand, inhale the left to the sky. Left hand ground. We're going to turn to the right for a wide-legged fold. Let me shake out the head here. We're going to turn to the back of our mats. Oh, no, wait. We're going to walk the hands towards the back of the mat for Skandasana. I almost forgot. So left leg is straight, toes are pointing towards the sky. Ground that left foot. We're going to walk to face the back of our mat. Heel toe that right foot to the right edge. And we're going to lower that left knee. Untuck the toes. We're going to make our way into lizard. Maybe you come on the edge of that right foot. Coming into that hip. We're going to come back to the hands. We're going to tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, walk your hands all the way back to the top of your space. Maybe you need to heel toe that left foot back over, and then we're going to take it to the back for down dog. Take a moment here in down dog. Inhale, look at the top of your space. Walk or step to the top of your space. We're going to inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up for Tadasana. Hands come through heart center. Now we're going to have a little bit of fun here, okay? So we're going to shift our way over into the left foot. Inhale the right knee, right leg for one leg Tadasana. That right hip came up, push it back down. Okay? Option to stay here. Option to play by sending that right leg back for warrior 3. Wherever you are, we're going to come, bring that right leg down and back for crescent lunge. Crescent, that front leg, that front knee is bent but never over the toes. Back foot is on the ball of that foot. Inhale to open up for warrior 2. Warrior 2, that back heel spun down so the foot is flat and at a 45-degree angle. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior 2. We're going to find 2 more of those. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, extended. Exhale, warrior 2. One more to your own breath. We're going to take this right hand, we're going to swing it down, and as we do that, we're going to pivot on the ball of that back foot, coming into crescent. We're going to root into that left foot. We're going to drive into it, coming back up for one leg Tadasana. If you fall out, it's okay. We're going to straighten that right leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that right leg all the way back and around for cross legs. Woo. Inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale, we're going to fold over these cross legs. I used to do cross-legged folds all the time. I hadn't done them in a hot minute. We're going to uncross the legs. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up for Tadasana. We're going to sink the sit bones down for chair. Chair, you want to never be having your weight too far forward. So I would just pick my toes up so I know that I'm not too far forward with my weight. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Tadasana. Hands come through heart center. We're going to move into the left side. So shift your weight to the right leg. Inhale the left leg up for one leg Tadasana. That left hip came up, push it back down to meet the right. Option to stay here, option to send that left leg back for warrior three. Woo. You fall out, it's okay. Wherever you are, we're going to send that left leg back for crescent lunge. We're going to open up for warrior two. And we're going to find our flow here again with our reverse and extended side angle. So inhale, reverse, exhale, warrior two. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, warrior two. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior two. One more time, your own breath. Meet in warrior two. Circle that left hand down, rotate on the ball of that foot, of the back foot, coming into crescent lunge. Root into that right foot, drive into it, bring that, bring that left knee up for one leg Tadasana. Whew. Straighten that left leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way back behind the right. Inhale to the sky. Exhale to fold. Whew. Go ahead and uncross those legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Hands come to the sky. And exhale, sink it down for chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. If you need a water break, go ahead and take that now. I might need to go find a hair bow. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up for Tadasana. Hands come through heart center. We're going to do that same flow again. We're going to add in a little bit extra. So we're going to shift the weight over to the left foot. Inhale the right to the sky. Not to the sky. Inhale the right for one leg Tadasana. That right hip came up. Go ahead and push it back down. We're going to play again. If you want to go into that warrior three, go ahead and make your way there. If not, we're all going to meet in crescent. Open up, warrior two. Again, we're going to find our flow here. So inhale, reverse, exhale, warrior two. Extended side angle. We're going to do that 2 more times. Go ahead and go with your breath. Meet in warrior two. We're going to circle back down, go on the ball of that back foot for crescent. We're going to straighten that front left leg, shorten your stance just a bit, flatten that back right foot, and we're going to inhale to grow tall, exhale to hinge at the hips, fold for a pyramid. Maybe you grab your blocks here. Bring the earth a little bit closer to you. Pull that right hip back in space. Make sure you're not collapsing into it. You want your hips to be neutral here. We're going to bend that left knee. Inhale to come back up for crescent. Root into that left foot and drive into it to come back up for one leg Tadasana. Maybe hands come through heart center. Straighten that left leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it back behind the left. Inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale to fold. Unwind the legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up for Tadasana. Hands come through heart center. Sit down for chair. Breathe in your chair. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to roll all the way up. Hands come through heart center. Shift your way over into that right foot. Inhale the left leg up for one leg Tadasana. That hip came up. Go ahead and push it back down. Stay here, or you can play with your warrior 3. See if I can do it this time. Wherever you are, we're going to meet in crescent. Woo. Open up for warrior 2. Again, reverse. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more to your own breath. Circle down, rotate on the ball with that back left foot. We're going to drop, we're going to straighten that right leg. We're going to maybe shorten our stance a bit, drop that left heel. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale to hinge at the hips. Fold into your pyramid. Maybe you find your blocks. Pull that right hip back in space, making those hips neutral. We're going to bring a bend into that right knee. Inhale to come all the way up for crescent. Root through that right foot. Drive into it and come into one leg Tadasana. Straighten that left leg for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back behind the right. Inhale the arms to the sky. Exhale to fold. Woo. Go ahead and unwind the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands come to the sky. And down through heart center, sit down into your chair. One big breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, place your hands to the mat. Exhale, step it back to down dog. We're going to inhale that right leg up and back. Exhale, we're going to bring that right shin to the top of your space for half pigeon. If half pigeon is not in your practice, well, if it's a little too much, you can always put a block underneath the sit bones. Okay? If that's still not accessible, you can always come to the back and find that reclined pigeon that we found at the beginning of practice, where the right ankle is on the left knee and you find that bind behind the left knee. But if you're in your half pigeon, you're going to inhale to grow tall. Exhale, lower down. Maybe your head comes to a block. Or maybe your head just comes straight down to your hands or the mat. Whatever you're feeling today, that's what you take. Just find a place that you can get comfortable, that you can settle in. We're going to be here for about a minute or two. We're going to begin to make our way back up, coming to the hands. Now you can move into the left side however you wish. I'm going to tuck the left toes and lift up and back into my down dog. Just like to stretch that hip and that hamstring back out. Whenever you're ready, we're going to move into the left side. I'm going to inhale the left leg up and back. Exhale, bring that left shin to the top. And before you settle, you're going to take a moment to inhale, grow tall, and exhale to fold. Again, we're going to be here for a minute or two, so find a comfortable space. We're going to begin to make our way back up, coming to the hands. Now I'm going to lean over to that left hip and bring that right leg around to the top of my space. Release both feet. Let me give them a nice little wiggle wiggle here. We're going to make our way to the back body, but make sure you have a block nearby. So coming all the way down, go ahead and bring the knees into the chest. Give them a nice little hug. Maybe you notice any differences here now that we're at the end of our practice. We're going to take the soles of the feet to the earth. We're going to grab our block. We're going to push into the soles of our feet. Bring the hip bones, the tailbone off of the earth. Slide that block underneath the tailbone and lower back down. Now you can stay here in this supported bridge, or if you'd like, go ahead and take the feet up to the sky. Go ahead and bring those feet back to the earth. We're going to lift the hips, take that block from underneath the tailbone. We're going to make our way into a Shavasana. So if you'd like to come back to that reclined bound angle shape, you can. You could come back to the knee knock pose, or you can just find a normal corpse pose. Whatever feels good to you right now, that's what you take. Take a moment to let the practice absorb into the body. The next time you hear my voice, it'll be to guide you out of Shavasana. Take a moment to let the practice absorb into the body. The next time you hear my voice, it'll be to guide you out of Shavasana. Begin to bring some awareness back into the body, wiggling the toes, the fingers, maybe bringing a smile to the face. Maybe you take a full body stretch or a full body scrunch. And make your way to the left or right side body. Taking a moment, taking your time. And whenever you're ready, come to a seated position. And bring your hands to heart center. And take a moment in gratitude for this space, this time, the breath, and the body. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for practicing with me. I'll see you in the next one.